spur of the moment trip, and we're in for an interesting one. It's by no means going to be sunshine and still water, that's for sure. It's forecast to rain pretty much the whole time, so it's more or less a survival-ish adventure. I know I'm not going to be comfortable, but that's the point. Yeah, let's get the kayak pumped up. Okay, that's all pumped up. Gonna get the gear in and get out there. Obviously, because there's a fair bit of wind, I'm just gonna hug the coast. There's, well, the shoreline, not coast, but there's a large loch just on the other side of this railway line. I'm gonna be heading down around the edge of that, hopefully find a nice place to camp for the night. I've not explored this area before, so might be a bit hit and miss, but still keen either way. This is beautiful. Wind's actually worse there than it is on this side. I reckon this is going to be good. Had a few little moments there where I thought, ooh, it's a bad idea, it's pretty windy. And it might still be. That's what makes it so fun. So this is not a catch and release trip. I'm fishing for food, so if I get a little pike, I'll keep it to eat. But I'm aiming for perch, and I know I've said before on previous videos, but smaller perch are the ones that you want to keep. If you're going to keep perch, big ones are the ones that make more perch, and their survival rate as babies is low. So the chances of a small perch surviving to become a big perch and breeding and creating lots of perch is not as great as obviously a perch that's already got to that age and it's able to create, you know, thousands of babies when they spawn, as opposed to a small perch that will create, you know, far less than that. Thousands might be an overstatement. I don't know how many eggs each perch can spawn, but anyway, you get my drift. So I might keep 2 or 3 small perch to eat for dinner tonight. That's if I catch anything. Yeah, we'll see. I'll give you an idea of what it looks like in front of me. Tell me that doesn't look like fun. On the way over here, I passed another loch that was just ripping. The wind was tearing across. Big white horses and all the rest, and I thought, oof, I might be walking. I'm not going to be taking the kayak out into something like that. But this loch is completely different, even though it's, you know, just 10 minutes away. The beauty of all of this hill structure. You can find some really good spots if you just spend a bit more time. Yeah, I'm not far from home. It's only a 45-minute drive to my place from here. So this is kind of a test run. I'm going to do a couple more of these trips where I'm going out solo, and I'm building up to the point where I'm not going to take any food and do a 7-day trip without any food at all. I do have some here. I bought a little beef stew that I made last night. Well, couldn't make, partially made. Just prepared the meat. But anyway, if you want to see some more of these in the Scottish Highlands, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, appreciate this one. There's the wind. Go straight into it rather than across. Very fortunate, got a fantastic camp. It's out of the wind, sheltered. I mean, how's that for a view? Man, I might be coming back here more than once. There's a little hunter's hide over there with a little buggy. So it's obviously somebody's regular. Just look at that. Perfect little inlet. Park up. I'm gonna fix the tent over here just so that there's a little leeway if the water comes up drastically. I most definitely do not want to be woken up by that in the middle of the night. Yeah, let's get camp set. Camp's all set. Now, yeah, the last thing I want to do before go fish is collect some firewood, because I think that I'm in a lucky spell right now with the rain, and I don't really feel like going looking for firewood in the dark and the rain later tonight. So that's the next plan of action. Pretty sure I spotted, I can see some dead wood through there. Hopefully I can harvest some. Ooh, it's on the other side of a fence. That's not good. I'm not going to be hopping any fences, for that is rude. This guy's dead. I don't know how burnable it's going to be. All of the lichen on the tells me that it's been dead a while, and it's most likely quite rotten. It is, and quite wet, but we'll do our best, see how it goes. That looks like it might be ideal. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. A little wet, not too bad. Somebody has built a fire here before. Finding dry tinder is going to be the more difficult piece, I reckon. Alright, we'll see how we go with this. It is damp, but I do have a lighter. If push comes to shove, I'll give it a go with a ferro rod, but I brought a lighter in case. Yeah, but let's get ready to go fish, eh? Well, seems the forecast has finally come true. That's okay. Can't say that I mind. A little bit of rain. Ooh, there was a bite. That was a real bite. Which is very good news. Very good news. So much for one more cast here. So far, I mean, I had one bite that I can confirm was a bite earlier on. Besides that, it's been quiet. Probably been going about 2 hours now, 2.5 hours, which isn't long. Or could actually be longer than that. I don't know. I find it hard to keep track of time when I'm fishing. Anywho, on we go. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Get down it. And I've got about 3.5 hours left of daylight. So let's get out there. It looks like the wind has picked up again while I was walking back. Bit of a pity, but oh well. It's not as bad as it was this morning. What a beautiful day. Fish on. Not the fish I was hoping for, but it's still a fish. These guys are out of season, so I'm going to be releasing him very quickly. There we go. Very pretty little brown trout. Oh, so pretty. I would like to show you, but as I said, don't want to stress him out. Oh, beautiful fish. Man, if only it had been a perch. Oh well. I think that's all the time that I'm going to give this spot. At least I caught a fish, even if it's not what I'm after. Yeah, I'm going to move back up to camp, then we'll just walk a little, fish around the edges. That trout can count its lucky stars. Thought of mine earlier, otherwise it would have been dinner. But the search continues. Still, good to have caught something. Yeah, I would prefer not to catch any more trout. As I said, it's the season to leave them alone. Our little paradox. Look at that. Pretty fantastic camp. So it's coming on dark. And it's starting to look like I'm not going to get a fish for dinner. But that's okay. I'm going to fish until after dark, but I don't think the camera's going to show up much. I have a feeling that dead baiting would be the way to go here. unfortunately. Enjoying the one beer that I brought with me. Magnificent fire, which was a bit of a struggle. I'll tell you that. Alright, time to get dinner going. Just gonna slice up this potato. I'm not going for any special little dicings. It's just cutting it nice and thin so it'll cook nice and quickly. And I'll start with the potato. Oops. Myself a little chopstick. Alright, now I sit and stir for about, I don't know, we'll give it at least 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to add what I brought from home, which is a bunch of oxtail that I've braised overnight, so that should be good. I'll add it in. It's in a bit of red wine, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. That stew's about done. Just make myself a couple of eating utensils, chopsticks. That looks spectacular, is what that looks like. This is, well, this will be, I'm going to have to wait a second, but this will be the first meal I've had today. I had a cup of coffee before I left this morning, but that is all. Let's just give a carrot a go. Just let it cool down a second, otherwise I'm not going to be able to taste the rest of it. There's my little fancy fire making tool. It's a piece off a handle of a cheap tripod, but it works great. Alright, that's long enough. That might have been untrue. No, not quite long enough. Just get one of these. Really beautiful. I did go and burn my tongue after all of that. It's a muck about. Yes, please. That's the piece I've been looking forward to. Come this far, let's just go. True savage. That's it. Bedtime. I'm gonna brush my teeth and hit the sack. Be up early. Alrighty, it's just gone 7:20, 7:15. And yeah, I'm gonna force myself out. I must say this bed is one of those that gets more comfortable the longer you're in it. Anyhow, it's time to get going. Early bird gets the worm, early fisherman catches the pike. Let's get going. Right. As I got out of the tent, so fish moving around in the little mouth there. So I've just put a worm on, nothing else, and I'm just going to pop that out, see what happens. Target species. Oh boy. Look at that. Alright, so this is exactly the size of perch that you want to be keeping if you're going to eat perch. So I'm not going to let him sit out of the water for much longer. Dispatch him, get back in there. Perch are in, boy. Perch are in. I'm going to have perch for breakfast. Nice. I'm so glad. I was worried that those were trout, but I thought, hey, got to stick it out and catch at least one to find out. That's just his nerves firing all mad like. You really don't need to bother on these small fish, but I cut their gills anyway. Just to be safe. You're only allowed to take them up to, I think it's 25 centimeters. Not allowed to take perch bigger than that. Yeah, trout's not what we're after. Still, at least I've got the net. I can give you a shot, keep them in the water. You won't get too worried. Stay
Alright. Either the fish have just stopped feeding or they've moved off to deeper water, so I reckon I'm gonna call it, head back to camp and make a bit of a fire, warm up a bit, and then I'll head off that point where it's a little deeper and have a go there. Oh, damn it. I was pretty sure I had him there. Okay, well, I found where they've moved to. Got another trout. Damn it. It's a nice trout. Really nice. Probably my best brown trout ever. In the net. Just keep him on. Oh, it's a nice brown trout. I've done a fair bit of fly fishing for browns. Ooh, there's forceps. No, I'll be able to get. Yeah, I've done a fair bit of fly fishing for browns, but this is new, catching them on a worm. Come on. Damn it. I really should have brought the forceps with me. They're back at base. Oh no, there we go, got it. Alrighty. That's a very nice brown. Oh, okay. I've been having no luck back there at the mouth, so decided to pack a little for a bit of a trek. I'm gonna walk for the next hour down the edge of the loch and just see what I come across. I fished out along the way, but just going for a bit of an explore. Fishing didn't turn anything up, but it's a pretty epic place. Been enjoying this walk. Follow the deer paths. There's sign everywhere. There's so many deer in this area. I guess that's why it's a deer estate. Used to be salmon, but primarily deer now. It's the second chanterelle I've spotted now. I mean, they're well gone, but still cool to find. I will keep my eyes open, you never know, might just find some lucky late bloomers. Alright, back at camp. It was a nice little walk, saw a few deer, got a little wet. Oh, it was good. Now I'm going to get a fire going and heat up the leftovers from last night. It's coming on 2 o'clock now, so pretty hungry. I'm going to keep that perch in the hope that I catch another tonight or this evening, and then I'll fry them up together. Otherwise I'll have it on its lonesome for dinner. Yeah, let's get cracking. Fire's burning quite nicely now, and now that the cloud cover's moved off temporarily, that temperature has fallen quite a bit. I've just been warming up, but I think it's coming towards that last hour of light now, so I better get fishing. I'm about ready to call it done for the evening. Just because the fire has seemingly died.
Okay, calling it there. Alright, I'm afraid our perch wasn't quite enough to make an entire meal out of, so it's been added. It's been added to last night's stew, and the reason being is this is no longer just me trying to make nice food. I'm just trying to get some calories in and some nutrients in, so not quite as appetizing as I had planned, but I'm fairly certain that it's still going to be delicious. That might just be way too bright. Yeah. Oh no! Got it. Oh, tastes like beef. It's delicious. Add some bird's eye chilies that I added to this. It's got some extra heat too, which is fantastic. Warm from the inside. Yeah, not bad. Decent view. Good to meet. And now, I'm going to eat the rest of this. I'm going to call it an early night tonight. No need for me to sit by the fire for too long, so yeah, I'll probably relax here for the next, relax for half an hour, listen to the noise of the night, and then I'll be moving bedward. Yeah, obviously, hopefully it goes without saying, but if you've been watching up until now, a like and a subscribe would be much appreciated. You can see by my breath how much the temperature's dropped. Alrighty, I took my time getting going this morning. Just lay in bed listening to the rain and slowly but surely coaxed myself out of bed. Yeah, beautiful day. Now that the rain's blown off. Bit of frost on the ground, fair bit of ice on the top of the tent, but yeah, wonderful. So I'm gonna just get to packing up now, slowly but surely, get everything in the kayak and then meander back. It looks like there still is a breeze out there on the water, so yeah, maybe not so much of a meander, I might just pull it across. But I'll meander around here a little first. It's really, really pretty. Just enjoying being out here. You know what it's like.
unbelievably cold on the hands. Yeah. Now, the reason most fire scars last so long, because the heat obviously kills all of the seeds and any life in the vicinity. So if you have created a fire scar, it's best to just grab, you know, a bunch of moss like I have, unpack it over the area, and that way, look, the scar will still stay there for a little while, but all of that will break down quite quickly. The moss won't survive there, it'll break down, turn into compost of a sort, and all of the little seeds and organisms in there will continue to grow, and very quickly that'll fade into the background. Whereas if you just left it, it might last, you know, years. Whereas that will probably only last a couple of months, and then, you know, in the spring, over winter, not much will change, but in the spring, it'll all go back and be more or less the way it was before I arrived. I'll sit down and appreciate this for a few minutes before I head off.